general. And as you can see, so we talked about the posts, which is the main thing. You post, you comment, you like, you see everyone else's posts in the group. The chat, which is basically the chats that happened. So that's just between me and everyone else. The files in general. So these are the files that have been shared, all of them, on the general group. And then more basically gives you an option to, so if you click on the about, let's go through all the options to give you an idea. If you go to about, it will show you the description, the number of members, and anything else that this group has in general. So the photos that they posted, the recent posts, members, and so on. Again, it's not all the members, see all members. There's a link. If you click on the link, you will see all members, right? I'm gonna go back. All right, so back to general. So basically the options are for the group itself are in this bar. So post, chat, files, and more. Posts are the main thing that you want. So this is the main thing by default. This is what you see just because you want to see what people posted. Chat is where your chats are. Files is what anyone uploaded on this group. You will see it here. So if you're looking for something specific in posts that was posted as a file, but you can't really see it right away because it's all the way down, it's easier to go to files, and this is where you see it. And then when you click on it, you'll see it just like I showed you. More, so the more options. So we talked about, we talked about photos. If you click on photos, you will see all the photos that are posted. Again, there's photos, albums, and videos. So albums is, you could create albums. So what I would suggest is, for example, in, let's say, if I click on all groups and go to, which one is that? Let's say paintings, right? And it gives me a notification, 2 coworkers want to join this group. So the admin has to approve that. I can't do anything about it, but it just shows me that there's people that are interested. So if I go to the painting group, more, photos, I could create an album and basically add photos in there. I could just add, 3 photos, choose them. These are just random photos, they're not my paintings. But to show you how to create it, I could name it. So that's, let's say that's Nadia's paintings. They're not paintings, obviously, but that's what we're working with. And then I could describe it, any artist could describe their paintings, right? So we could have a description for that. I could tag, I'm tagged in this album, and then I could add more photos and order them and so on. So I'm gonna post this so that you guys see how the album is shared with the group, right? So what I'm thinking is for the painting group, let's say, you could have different albums for each member so that you have all their paintings, so that if you as a member want to see, let's say what Nadia's paintings look like, you could just click on my album in the group and you will see them. It's taken a while, but it's going to show up eventually. So there we go. So I created an album and it's in the paintings group. So if you go back to painting, and in here, photos, and if you click on albums, you would see Nadia's paintings. So you can have an album for each one of the artists if you wanted to. This way, you will have access to their pictures for any reason, for the website. If you want an event for a featured show, you would already have it stored in here instead of asking the members, the different members for photos and waiting for them and so on. You'll have everything here. It's easier that way. You could also add videos. I'm not sure if you want to do that, but maybe later on, if you guys decide to, do artist interviews or whatever, you could post that and create different albums as well, right? So that's a really interesting feature. I like it. Events, again, we talked about the events, right? So that's what it is. There's no events in painting, right? We created the event in the general group, so it wouldn't show up in the paintings group. If you click on, what else do we have? Rooms, that's something you're not gonna, yeah, it's basically you're creating a room and talking to each other and so on. I mean, you could use it these days because it's all online, but I think it's gonna confuse everyone. Yeah, so that's the main thing is posts. So groups, posts. Any questions? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we go back to home on
Yeah.
the left-hand side,
Uh-huh.
and where it says see more under newsfeed, what what's can you
Oh,
clarify?
see more? Yeah, so see more is the groups. So if you expand this whole thing to see the groups from here, you could. To see the, so you want to go through these?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, like I'd
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Sure,
directory.
sure. So the directory, if we click on here, so we already went through groups, right? So that's the main thing. Get access from here or here. You can click on directory and it will show you basically the people that are in, that the admin added or invited. And the admin would have access to change these. So the job title, or actually each one of us could add a job title on their profile. I can show you that as well.
I wish
But
you would because we have that stupid spreadsheet that Derek
yeah,
has to maintain. It would be much easier if he could maintain
totally.
this.
Yeah, yeah,
So if
yeah.
you know
And
how to do that, that'd be great.
yeah, it will actually like structure the whole thing too. So, if there's a marketing team and I'm looking marketing director and there's people that are in the marketing team, it will show them as a structure as well. So it's really neat. So yeah, as you can see, I have my phone number already entered. The skills, anyone could enter anything they want on their profile. So if you click on, let's say my profile, how do I access my profile? Click on that bottom thumbnail right here, my name. Okay, and then this is my profile and about. Okay, so this is all the info about me. So this is where they got my number from. I could edit, and then I could basically add my skill. I don't know, say painting and department. I'll just say marketing. Right. Oops. And so on. And then I could just save that and save and save. Okay. And if I go back, let's see if that, see all and then directory. So there we go. So my name, next to it right now is marketing and my phone number and painting. These columns could be changed as well, depending on what you want to display to people as an admin, right? So far by default, it's the job and job title and the location and phone and the skills. But you could make any column visible. There's like different options that you could choose from as an admin. So that's really neat. It's really replacing the sheet, and you could do it for everyone to see,
Cool.
Yeah, events are right here. So events, everything that's upcoming on all the groups. This is the general events. So you would see all of them. Saved, which is basically, remember in the posts where you could save stuff? We don't have anything saved. So let's go and save. Gonna go back to the home and go back to my groups and let's see, general. And then I could, where was it here? Or yeah, save. Okay, so in the options that I could have the save post. Okay, now if I go back to the left side, the menu, where the things are saved for me. I click on saved and I would see this post, which is very simple post. It was a bad choice. Let me add something else. So I'm going to go back to general just to give you an idea. I'm going to save this one because it has a picture so that you guys see that it's saved. And I'm going to, again, click on that buttons just because I want to save it. It's a post and I want to save it. I don't see the option. When you don't see the option, click on the three dots. That will give you more options. So click on it, save. And add to connection. Okay, I'll add to a collection, I guess. My collection. And done. And then if I click on the left side again, if you don't see this, expand it, saved, and I will see what I saved. So right now it's a picture, which is more, you know, to give you an idea, you guys. Okay, so next would be notes. I've never really used this, but you know, you could write a note, take notes while you're on the website, and basically just it's just for you. Add a picture here. I don't know. I'll add a picture. Write something. Hi, I'm testing. Blah 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 blah. Publish it. Okay. Just provide a title. Okay. Sorry, I didn't provide a title. And then publish. All right. Okay, so when I go back to notes, it will show me, huh? What happened? I guess I clicked something wrong. My notes, maybe. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So notes, it will show you automatically the right notes. So create a note to make it easier for you. But then if you want to go back to your notes, then you create my notes. So this is specifically for you. It's not really visible for anyone else unless, let me see if it shows up on your profile. That I never used, so I don't know. So it shows up on your profile. So people who follow you or who click on your profile would see your notes. So that's that. Okay. Follow coworkers. So that's another option from the left side. Again, you could follow whoever you want. So let's say I want to follow Dan. There we go. I'm following Dan. What that gives me is it will keep me updated on his news in my news feed. So the news feed shows the groups that you're in, the posts from the groups that you're in, and it shows the posts from people that you follow. Okay, if you find someone really interesting and you want to follow everything they do, you just follow them. Kind of like stalking. But yeah, and if you wanna, you see like someone, you're already following someone and you see they're posting a lot and you're getting a lot of notifications because every time they post you get a notification, you get an email. If you see that it's too much and you want to take a break, you go back here, follow, and then click on it again and unfollow. Or actually, yeah, there you go. Click and then unfollow. Okay, so that's easy. You could also do it from their profile, right? So if you click on their profile, and this is Dan, and then where is the following? There you go. So I'm following or unfollowing. So either follow or unfollow, basically. You could click it from their profile or click it from this option right here. Next would be the organization chart. So if you click on this one, so far the admin didn't set it up, right? Because we're not sure who's that. We're not really, like, we don't have that much teams. So, but yeah, usually like if you put people in teams and you add the manager, so my manager is, let's say, who is it? Yeah, you could like set up Robin as a chair, and then you could have, you know, people that work with you and set up the whole structure on your own in the admin. So yeah, it will basically show up as an organization chart, like kind of like this. We don't have it set up. Yeah, I can't do it from my side. It has to be from the admin side. And then, yeah, integrations, that's something for other things to integrate with Workplace. You could use Box maybe or Dropbox to, or Google Drive is here as well. So you could request that integration, and that would help. Basically, if you have that, you will share from your Google Drive to Workplace. So anytime you share a link, it will just show up automatically in your posts, in your files from Google. So you could link the email to it basically. So yeah, it just gives you different apps that work with Workplace. Okay, so that's nothing to worry about for you guys. Yeah, I think I covered everything. Do you have any questions? Anything that I didn't cover? I'm not sure.
So honestly, I think this was a very thorough review,
Yeah.
and I think that at this point I need to go and play with it just to reinforce, and I expect that
Mhm.
anybody who's watched this through
Yeah.
needs to go and do the same thing. Perhaps we'll have questions after, but
Mhm.
I think we've gone over everything, and it all makes perfectly good sense to me, and I
Yeah.
really appreciate your taking the time to do this. And
Oh God, no worries. So it's basically the main thing is there's groups and there's posts in groups, right? If you don't see the option, there's always an option to expand stuff or like different buttons to see other options. If you know these things, you should be good. Okay. All right. Okay then. Thank you.
thank you, Nadia.